Let's start from the beginning. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how long you and your wife dated before you got married, what the courtship was like, and then how long after you got married did she get pregnant?
So my wife and I actually knew of one another 2 years before we officially dated.
Okay.
We were introduced from a friend when I was going to travel abroad to help with some things. I was a counselor for, this is how sleep deprivation affects you.
It happens after you have a kid. I can't remember my name.
With Israel, they allow for people to take trips there, and I was a counselor for that. So went to Towson University, and I stayed at a friend's place up in New Jersey because we were flying out of JFK, and I was like, I don't want to drive the whole day prior. Can I stay there? And I did. And my friend's like, you want to go have some dinner before? And I was like, sure. She's like, I want to invite my friend. I was like, you should invite your friend.
Okay.
And I remember the first time she walked in, and she was wearing this like lime green top with these stripes, and I looked at her, and I'm like, wow, that's a nice friend.
Wow.
And we had talked. She actually went to study abroad at that point in time. So like she was going on her life, and we had talked, we had conversed, and 2 years later, we were talking a bit more, becoming more friendly, and one thing led to another. And, then she's now, I like to say, stuck with me since she signed the ketubah, and it's a contract and it's binding. And even
As he looks right in the camera and says that.
Even though she doesn't understand certain parts of it, I always put parts in there, so that's perfectly fine.
Well, that's good.
But no, it just I'd say it was probably about 3 years. We were 2 years together. We got married, and we wanted to. We were living in Baltimore City. And we were discussing about the possibility of having a child and a family. And we, were thinking about that, not living in the city for that, moving to the suburbs, figuring all these things out.
Right.
And then we moved to the suburbs, and we tried. And it was, unfortunately, an arduous process. But support, which I will say out there, everyone needs support when problems arise. So.
Right. I agree.
Very important. And we were fortunate. And I remember when telling my parents and telling Lauren's mom about the pregnancy, it was wonderful.
Right.
And it was a joyous occasion. But my uncle, I'd have to say, had the greatest response possible.
Right.
Where we called, because we figured that before we do a Facebook announcement, we would tell people. So I call him. And I'm schmoozing and everything, and I was like, by the way, Lauren's on the phone. Okay, cool. But by the way, I want to let you know something. Okay, we're pregnant, and he is very focused on his family and such. So for him, being male and such, I haven't heard the loudest pitch and the high octane that he got to. Are you guys kidding? And it was the funniest thing. I'm like, you need to calm down now.